The Neapolitan Mastiff dog breed was developed in southern Italy as a family and guard dog. Today, this massive breed is known as a gentle giant. Some fans of the breed affectionately call him the Neo, and others know them as Mastino. Although these are purebred dogs, you may still find them in care of shelters and rescue groups, so remember to adopt. Neapolitan Mastiffs may not be the best choice for novice pet parents or apartment dwellers. Their massive size means they need space and confident training to thrive. However, if you can handle their needs and a bit of drool, you'll find an affectionate, loyal companion who loves the whole family. Males of this breed typically stand between 26 to 31 inches tall at the shoulder and weigh between 150 to 200 pounds, while females are typically 24 to 29 inches tall and weigh between 120 to 175 pounds. However, some dogs can be smaller or larger than average. Steady and solid as an oak tree, the Neo is a guardian rather than a attack dog. They're always alert and aware even if it looks like they're relaxing. If you aren't home, they simply won't let anyone onto your property. When you welcome someone though, your Neo will accept that person as well, although they'll probably remain aloof. This isn't the hail fellow well met kind of dog. The Neo is affectionate towards their family, but they're also strong-willed and big enough to have their own way. Begin training early, be firm and consistent, and use positive reinforcement techniques such as praise and food rewards. The Neo is best suited to a home with a fenced yard. Although they're a homebody and not prone to wandering, a fence will help them to know the limits of their property, an important bit of knowledge for a guard dog. Start training your Neo as soon as you bring them home while they're still at a manageable size and weight. Enroll in a puppy socialization class to accustom them to being around other dogs and people. This is extremely important for the Neapolitan Mastiff, who can be aggressive towards other dogs and people if they aren't taught manners. As with every other dog, Neos need early socialization, exposure to many different people, sights, sounds, and experiences when they're young. Socialization helps ensure that your Neo puppy grows up to be a well-rounded dog. The Neo is headstrong and needs a confident trainer. Use positive reinforcement techniques, never physical punishment, but be firm and consistent in what you ask them. Try to think beyond puppyhood. If you don't want your Neo on the furniture when they weigh 200 pounds, don't let them on it when they weigh only 20 pounds. Once a habit is established, it will be very difficult to break. Before we continue, please consider hitting that like and subscribe button as it would mean a lot. Thanks. House training shouldn't be a problem as long as you make it a positive experience and provide your pup with a regular potty schedule and plenty of opportunities to go outside. Crate training is a wonderful tool for house training and keeping your young puppy from chewing things they shouldn't. The Neapolitan Mastiff needs a firm hand when training, but they also need love and patience. When they're trained, you'll find that they're a wonderful, caring, and loyal companion who will gladly risk their life to defend yours. When training, avoid roughhousing or wrestling. You never want your adult Neo to think it's okay to play rough with you. It might have been cute when they were a puppy, but it can be dangerous once they're fully grown. Neapolitan Mastiffs don't make great jogging companions and are usually happiest when curled up on the couch. An adult Neo will benefit from a couple of short to moderate daily walks. They're sensitive to heat and humidity, so schedule walks for cool mornings and evenings, and be sure they always have a cool place to rest and plenty of fresh water. If you have a pool or spa, restrict your Neo's access to it unless you're there to supervise. This is a top-heavy dog who doesn't swim well and has difficulty keeping their head above water. An ideal Neapolitan Mastiff diet should be formulated for a large breed with medium energy levels. How much your adult dog eats depends on his size, age, build, metabolism, and activity level. Dogs are individuals, and just like people, they don't all need the same amount of food. It almost goes without saying that a highly active dog will need more than a couch potato dog. The quality of the dog food you buy also makes a huge difference. The better the dog food, the further it will go towards nourishing your dog, and the less of it you'll need to shake into your dog's bowl. The Neo has a high tendency to gain weight, so keep your Neo in good shape by measuring his food and feeding him twice a day, rather than leaving the food out all the time. The Neo has a coat that comes in solid gray, black, mahogany, and tawny or in tan brindle, in which the dog appears dark with tan stripes. The Neo sheds about as much as the average dog. Weekly brushing with a bristle brush or hound glove will keep their coat clean and free of loose or dead hair. Bathe them as needed and prepare to get wet when you do. Introduce your Neo to being brushed and examined when they're just a puppy. Handle his paws frequently, as dogs are usually touchy about their feet, and look inside their mouth and ears. Make grooming a positive experience filled with praise and rewards, and you'll lay the groundwork for easy veterinary exams and other handlings when they're an adult. Because they tend to have shorter coats, Neapolitan Mastiffs aren't particularly suited for extreme weather despite their size and strength. You'll likely need a coat in the winter for your dog, and you may need to apply dog sunscreen to the ears, nose, and sensitive areas where there's less fur coverage in the summer months. The Neo is suitable for families with older children, but they can be too big and clumsy to spend much time around toddlers. While they'll never intentionally hurt them, this dog can easily knock them over or step on them. Make it a rule that children are never to run and scream in a Neo's presence. The noise and activity can excite them, and they're simply too big to be allowed to chase children or play roughly with them. They may also feel the need to protect their children from other kids, especially if they're wrestling or otherwise appear to be fighting. Always supervise play so that your dog knows you're in charge. As with all dogs, always teach children how to approach and touch them, and always supervise any interaction between dogs and young children to prevent any biting or ear or tail pulling on part of either party. Teach your child never to approach any dog while he's eating or sleeping, or to try to take the dog's food away. No dog, no matter how friendly, should ever be left unsupervised with a child. The Neo is not fond of dogs they don't know, although they can learn to get along with those they're raised with since puppyhood. They can also get along well with cats if they're raised with them from puppyhood. Alright guys,